Hello everybody, Angel Arts is here, and it's time for another brand spanking, shiny new Let's Play. My very first Let's Play that I'm starting in the year 2015. I am going to be playing Life is Strange. Several of you have been asking me to play this. I actually got this game a lot earlier when it was released, but I hadn't gotten a chance to play with it until now, and I have purposely kept myself in the dark from this game. I'm going in extremely blind. This game was actually first recommended to me by Reclusiarch a couple months ago, and he described it as a game that was reminiscent to Telltale's The Walking Dead, in that it's an episodic series that's very story-driven and uses a lot of choice, like where you make decisions throughout the story, and these decisions, you know, change the outcome of the plot. So when I heard all that, I'm like, that's all right up my alley. Of course I'm gonna go play it. Absolutely. New game, play episodes. Ooh, choices. There's choices, help and options, Square Enix account. Oh, that's right. This game is also developed by Square Enix, one of my favorite companies, especially growing up, who were behind, you know, the Final Fantasies and a lot of other RPG-based games. Deus Ex Human Revolution, I believe, is another one made by Square Enix. So I am very much excited to see how they handle, you know, these episodic story-driven games. Subtitles, yes, okay. Okay. Video settings. This is fine. How to play? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Alright, let's go start a new game. Let's see how this goes. Life is Strange is a story-based game that features player choice. The consequences of all your in-game actions and decisions will impact the past, present, and future. Choose wisely. Ooh, okay. I'm already intrigued. I'm wondering how this is going to work out. I know nothing about the plot. Well, that would... okay. I don't know if this... I was gonna say, I don't know if this story is happy or scary or what, but based on the opening, like the opening screen, it seemed like it wouldn't be that scary or creepy of a game, but now they just started off with this. The developers probably did that on purpose. So I'm assuming this is our main character?
Where am I? What's happening?
She reminds me of Jodie, sort of, from Beyond Two Souls.
I'm trapped in a storm? How did I get here? And where is here?
That's what I'd like to know.
Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there.
Okay.
I hope. Please let me make it there.
I'll take your word for it. Ooh. Alright. WSD. I'm wondering if I have to push Q. Okay. Again, I know nothing about the plot. Nothing. So, use caution on trail. Dangerous. Yeah, dangerous drop-offs. Use the mouse to move the camera. Okay. So we're trapped in this storm, and we're trying to get to this lighthouse, which... whoa, look at that! Look at that! Oh, wow. Yeah, we need to go inside. We need to go inside. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. And a bench? This reminds me a lot of To the Moon, for some reason.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's it's pretty intense there, Ellie. I don't know what her name is. I'm calling her Ellie for the time being. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black
I
and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Yeah, well,
And
life is strange
Arbus.
like that.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy?
Drag
Too
to aim at the
obvious?
photo and hold left button to interact
What if
with it,
Arbus
then drag
chose to capture people at the
forward to look
height
and release the left
of their
button to look at
beauty
the
or
photo?
innocence?
But I want to listen to my
She had a
teacher.
brilliant eye.
Because my teacher's hot.
She could have taken another approach.
I'd rather look at my teacher than
I
my
have
photo.
to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of
You all saw
post-war
that
beat
coming.
America.
You all knew I was going to say something
And there was
like that.
honesty about the economic conditions of the era, but a beauty in the struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat. Which
Beauty in the
explains
beat.
why Frank
Oh,
was
gosh.
Kerouac's photographic muse. And both were the great chroniclers of the 1950s. Well, we've all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony. And if you haven't, shame,
I'm
shame.
trying to be a good student. Pay
Capturing the
attention.
romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig?
Holding on to
Now,
every last word of my
contrast
hot
Frank's
teacher.
stark Americana with Salvador Dali's surrealist photographs. Like Cocteau, he was a true Renaissance man, and his famous self-portraits are famous early
Ooh, I like the
examples of
girl's
that
hair over
truly
there,
awful
with the
word
purple.
you pesky kids love so much. The selfie. And it's a great tradition, and I wholeheartedly fight for your right to self-expression. Or selfie expression. Sorry, I know. So if anybody wants to question the portrait as modern narcissism, they could go back hundreds of years to blame society. Speaking of questions, I bet you thought I'd talk all the way until the bell rang. It's your turn to lecture us. Now, based on the chapters I have no doubt you all memorized, who can tell me the name of the actual process that led to the birth of the self-portrait?
Anyone? Anyone?
Anybody? This does not bode well.
I'm drag and aim the photo. Drag to aim at the photo and then hold the left mouse to interact with it. Drag.
Just jump right in
forward
with
to
an
look.
answer.
Oh.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson?
Okay.
I can hear the class laughing at me now.
Look. Take a selfie. Look. Photo. Journal. Look. Oh,
I
that's
can't
cute.
believe I still have this pencil case. I should upgrade to the 21st century. But I like it old school.
Can I look at this again?
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson?
Mr.
I can hear the
Jefferson.
class laughing at me now.
Oh,
You
bag.
did read the chapters, right?
Look at my book.
I haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should.
Read.
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
I'm reading my journal in class, apparently. October 1st. October, my favorite month. The best weather of the year. I love watching the leaves change color, turning into tiny flames. But it's still too hot. Thanks, global warming. And I can't bust out the big coats and sweaters or scary movies yet. Soon. Kate let me borrow the October Country by Ray Bradbury. I haven't read much by him, which caused Warren to almost revoke my geek cred before I held up my copy of Battle Royale. But he nails the autumn atmosphere of small towns. The last time I wore a Halloween costume was with Chloe. I have pictures in one of my old albums. I should find a real Halloween party to crash so I can experience some social mingling. It's that or a Vortex Club Stroke Fest swimming party. Or is that Backstroke Fest? Yes, so punny, Max. At least I'm trying to climb out of my cocoon. I shouldn't expect my life to completely change after a few weeks of Blackwell Academy, Oh man, it would have been awesome if this was an academy where you got to learn to be a Grey Warden, but probably not so much. A few weeks of Blackwell, I'm just gonna call it Blackwall Academy. Yeah, a Blackwall Academy, as my parents love telling me on a loop, you have all the time in the world. Max. Dreamy Mr. Jefferson. Kate and Victoria. Oh. Arcadia Bay, Oregon. My name is Max Caulfield, and ever since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens finder. Maybe it's a way for me to be a part of the world, but at a safe distance. For some reason, I was always drawn to old analog camera gear rather than digital tech. I love all kinds of styles and techniques, but for me, the instant camera selfie is the one I love most. I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I'm in great company, right? And now I've come all the way back to my childhood home to study photography at Blackwall Academy, a private school for 12th grade seniors trying to become a Grey Warden. On a scholarship even, I originally left behind Chloe, my best friend forever. Okay, Chloe's her BFF, sorry. At least until I left without talking to her once in 5 years, and it feels so weird to be back here without seeing her. I'm 18 now, an official adult, even though I don't always feel so wise or mature, and I'm ready to begin a whole new life with retro camera at my side. Say cheese, Seattle. Okay. Wow, there's a lot to this journal. Jefferson. Not only is Mark Jefferson, oh, are we on a first-term basis with our teacher? Not only is Mark Jefferson one of the best photographers in the world, he's also my teacher, and one of the reasons I wanted to come to Blackwall. He'd be one of my reasons to come to this university. How often do you get to be mentored by one of your inspirations? I've always loved his deco and goth style, and he's so versatile with all of his incredible print and advertising work. Still, Jefferson can be a bit condescending. He's pretty hip for his age, but kinda aloof and sometimes pretentious. He has this smug smile when he thinks he's right. But I do think he's preparing us for how tough it is to become a full-time artiste. He acts like he understands my own work and obsession with analog images. He really wants me to enter a photo in this everyday hero contest, but I've done a good job of avoiding that. The winner gets to fly to San Francisco to represent Blackwall Academy and get national exposure. I'd like to think my work could be good enough to win, and I'm honored Jefferson even bugs me about the contest. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. She's really sweet and nice, even though the other students make fun of her abstinence campaign. Even if they act immature, everybody at Blackwall are seniors, not high school freshmen. She gets a lot of stuff, in fact. I know she's involved in a lot of religious groups, but she doesn't preach to me, so I don't care. Okay. Religious girl, abstinence, gotcha. I got my mental picture of this character. But she's been extra quiet and introverted the past couple of weeks. She looks like she's in a zombie mode. I wish I could help her, but I can barely help myself. I wonder if all that bullying has worn her down. Oh, poor thing. I can see how it would. I have to make an effort to talk to her more often. Maybe invite her to tea or a movie. Invite her to tea or a movie. Okay. I'm not sure if teenagers typically talk like that, but... Although she's an adult, I bet she's not allowed to watch R-rated films. I'm dreaming. Then there's Victoria Chase, the elite of Blackwall Academy, and a total B. And I hate saying that. I just don't know why somebody who's so rich and beautiful needs to be so effing mean. 18-year-olds at a prestigious academy should be evolving into artists and scholars, not reality show contestants. Victoria does everything for maximum drama. She actually wastes her time calling me out in class and taunting Kate Marsh. For reals? I wish her parents could see her in action. They'd cut off that trust fund fast. Then again, she's in the Vortex Club, and they seem to own the school, so maybe that's why she doesn't give us. The odd thing is that she does know art and photography. She can even say all those French names that break my tongue. Her work is a little cold, but she has a good eye. She also has an eye for Mr. Jefferson, which is so obvious that I'm embarrassed for her. She does everything but sit in his lap. He keeps his distance, though. We can all tell she's trying to win the everyday hero contest. I'm sure it drives her crazy when there's somebody she can't buy or seduce. Ha! Interesting. Okay, well this just kind of cycles back. Alright. Chapter 1, episode Chrysalis. Rachel, Amber, Forever. These are like sketches. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Oh, it's a bunny. Text messages? From Dad. Whoa, my journal gets text messages? Really? Have a very special 18th birthday. You're an adult now, but you're still our little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once. Oh, thanks, Daddy. We're so rich. We're getting text messages in our journal. How do I go? Escape? Okay. Kate. Always. You okay? Oh. Hey, Max, you around? Always. You okay? Did you want to get tea later today? Man, these girls. We gotta cut these girls off. They drink way too much tea. Absolutely, I'll be free after 4. TTYL. Mom. Happy birthday, Maxine. We can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us. Hugs and kisses. Mom. Warren. Oh, who's Warren? Who's this Warren guy? Do you want to meet for coffee after school? I need an excuse to not study. Please. Make sure you check your neck romantic on my flash drive. Hey, Mad Max. Let's bust stuff up. Wait, I have to study for a physics test. So if we bust anything, we also have to measure its velocity. Do I not, like, respond to this guy at all? Don't ignore this message. Wow, we're just kind of giving this guy Warren the cold shoulder. I wonder what's wrong with him.
I should take a picture to prove I'm still here. If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
Okay. Page 8. Oh. Oh. There's more pages. Oh. Okay. There was more to this journal. So, alright, well, we've been reading it. Alright, July 10th, 2013. I got accepted into Blackwall Academy! If the words could dance, this would be a... If the world's words could dance, this would be a rave. Even though I've never been to one. But who cares? Because I got into Blackwall Academy! A unique and famous private school for seniors. No kids allowed. I didn't think I would be so excited since it's not like I didn't used to live in the same town. But when I saw the text from the Blackwall Scholarship Office, I could literally feel my pulse speed up. I thought it was going to say, sorry, thanks for playing. It took me a whole few seconds before I read the whole thing. I guess I wanted to enjoy that last moment of blissful ignorance. And when I saw the first word, congratulations, I think I screamed. My mom cried and my dad laughed. They're so weird, but they're happy, and this means extra financial support because they don't have to pay anything to Blackwall. This means new clothes, and if I can work it, a new laptop. Oh, and I have to keep telling myself in caps that I am going to Blackwall Academy. So what you're saying is you're going to Blackwall Academy. August 18, 2013. So this is it. I'm leaving Seattle to go back to Arcadia Bay. Usually people go to the high school closest to home. I suppose I am too. It's just I haven't lived there for 5 years. Out of all the best photography programs in the world, I choose to go to the smallest, back in a town I was excited about leaving. Maybe I wanted to come back all along, just to see if Chloe and I are still friends. But I do wish Chloe could have moved with us to Seattle. That city was made for her. When we would play pirates in our rooms and in the woods. It seemed like Seattle was that fabled faraway island of treasure and adventure that we were always seeking, with coffee shops. But Seattle wasn't like a fable. Au contraire. Now, Blackwall Academy seems more exotic to me than any other place in the world. To study photography under Mark Jefferson. See, I knew it. She had a tiny crush on the guy. Insert hearts and flowers. Oh, okay. So she's kind of a little jealous. So I'm thinking she's kind of jealous that that other girl has the hots for her teacher too. And that's why she's kind of hating on her. Part of the reason why she's hating on her. Plus, there will be cool, diverse students from everywhere. It won't be like my high school now. I never really found a groove with my classmates, or boys. I'm lucky I have a couple great friends here, but it's time to ship out. Oh dear. Love that, oh dear, with the monocle and the mustache. So maybe Arcadia Bay will actually turn out to be the island of treasure and adventure I've been looking for. August 25th, 2013. Stuff is crazy here. I didn't realize how much stuff I had to pack, and I had to pack all my stuff. Mom and Dad are getting a little too excited. I'm clearing out my room. Though I caught Mom crying when she was packing my shirts. That made me want to cry like a little girl and never leave Seattle. So instead of packing, I feel like burning all my clothes, then just raiding a thrift store to build up a new Max wardrobe over my junior year. Not that I even have an old Max wardrobe. Nobody will know me except for Chloe, and who knows how different we are now. So I can cut my hair, get a tat and some piercings, maybe date a cute foreign exchange artiste from Paris or Rome. I can do anything, unless I get busted. And there will be so many super cool chances for my photography to get exposed. Thinking about that is when I get scared, but excited. And then I don't feel like crying at all. I get tingles down my arms, sensing the universe opening up for me. I can't wait to leave. I just want things to be different. At Blackwall. September 2nd, 2013, 12:07 a.m. My first entry from my new dorm the night before my first day at Blackwall. Phew, I haven't had any time to write or even take pictures since I got here. My stuff is in the boxes all over the room, which is small, but mine, and I never want to leave. I can't wait to decorate. I plan a whole wall of photos. Whole wall of photos. Who does that? I did meet some of my dorm mates, though I stink at remembering names, so I won't bother right now. But I think I can already see who's going to be cool to me and who's not. It's a B trying to get settled into a new school and social scene after I finally found friends in Seattle. But I'm here now, and this is the start of my new life. Sweet dreams. September 2nd, September 3rd, 2013. Blackwall sucks, eh? I told myself not to whine so soon, but dagnabbit. The day started like Christmas morning. I barely had any dreams because I was so pumped to start my first official day of my new life. Like a dork, I couldn't figure out what to wear, so I chose what was on the floor. I'm no good with names and faces right away, but I picked up some names like Kate Brooke Taylor Alyssa. And how could I forget Victoria Chase? Rich, stylish, entitled. I could feel instant judgment when she looked at my raggedy clothes, as if I'm at Blackwall to strike fashion poses. Maybe I'm being extra crispy sensitive, but I think Victoria wants life here to be like her own reality show. Ugh. So that wasn't fun, along with my general social unease. I thought it would be easier being back. Call the wambulance. I don't want this day to end all woe is Max. It was incredible to walk across the green campus in the morning mist. I love the stone steps and brick walls of Blackwall. Everything is a picture waiting to be taken. Speaking of, at least one great thing did happen today. Mr. Jefferson's photography class. There's more to tell, but journal, forgive me, I'm truly wiped out. September 4th. I have a buttload of homework already. So much bull. At least give us noobs a day to acclimate. But to prove I'm not a total loser, I made a new friend in my science class. His name is Warden Graham, and he's a serious geek. Plus, he's dark and witty. He comes across as kind of a know-it-all, but it turns out he does kind of know a lot. We talked about photographers, and he actually named a few I'd never heard of. We traded numbers. Ooh, I'd never heard of. We traded numbers, and he'll be a good study partner. Or a good friend. I'll need at least one based on the click action here. I thought being 18 meant I didn't have to deal with this teenage drama anymore. I thought. At least I get to research my famous photographers for some of my own homework. Mr. Jefferson assigned us a ton of reading, but this is exactly what I want to study. Jefferson is super cool and super chill. He doesn't try to be too hip and says what he thinks and expects us to as well. I think he's a genius. Oh my god, I want to marry him. See, I was just getting into the vibe, getting into the Maxine persona, getting into character. Just joking. Yeah, sure, Maxine. You don't joke in your own journal. Not about that kind of stuff. This one class is worth all the social dysfunction. September 15th. Homework is kicking my butt. I bet the teachers grade harder just to stop you from feeling special. But Victoria Chase and her snob minions still front like they're honored guests of Blackwall. The bros here aren't that different. Nathan Prescott is Victoria's male clone, with way more money and attitude, if that's possible. His family is the oldest in Arcadia Bay, and I heard stories about them when I was a kid. The Prescotts give a boatload of bank to Blackwall, so Nathan acts like he literally owns the school. Yesterday during class, he put his feet on the desk, started texting, and the teacher didn't say jack. I'd get suspended, but him and Victoria are part of the silly elite Vortex Club. Okay, so the Vortex Club are like the people the rich kids who don't get touched by the teachers, I guess. That puts on popular parties, and so they get their way. It's good to be the king and queen. I don't want to slam everybody. I do like Kate Marsh. She's down the hall in one of my classes. She's so pretty and sweet and friendly. It makes her more beautiful than all of the bees here, like Victoria, who think beauty is just her face and outfit. See, I'm already playing their drama games. No more. September 23rd. Finally had a chance to take some actual shots around campus today. A perfect blue sky day. I always forget how great I feel after I take pictures when I've been slacking off. Speaking of best pictures, Mr. Jefferson told us about National Everyday Heroes photo contest he wants us all to enter. The winner gets a trip to San Francisco and lots of publicity. He wants just one photograph from each student. This is exactly why I wanted to come to Blackwall, and of course I'm scared to enter. At least I have a couple weeks before the deadline in October, so I have plenty of time to stress and procrastinate. September 30. I don't know whether I love it or hate it here. I'm trying to keep up with my science class of all things, like I give a darn or even understand it. Good thing I know Warren. Too bad I can't clone him to take my place in class. Miss Grant is much cooler than the class. She explains particle physics so even boneheads like me can kind of understand. I love how she relates society to science and vice versa. You can tell she's committed and passionate about life, unlike some of us in her class. But I'm trying to engage more, even if it means asking actual questions in class instead of hiding in the back. I'm just glad I'm not the only social misfit here. Now, how much homework are you avoiding? And then we go back here. Alright. Prologue, yeah.
Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota.
Yeah, well, we've been silent for a while as I was reading through my entire journal.
My little camera bag is battered, but still kicking.
Alright, I think the game is telling us that the only way that we're going to be able to free Mr. Jefferson...
If this were a photo, I'd call it a still life.
From, you know, talking indefinitely is to take a selfie.
I do love my analog camera. I should take a quick picture now.
Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
You're asking me? I did know.
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max.
Okay.
Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Yeah, we don't
Very
like
good,
that.
Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online.
There's the bell.
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry, too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Oh, boy. Okay. Photo equipment.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing
Yep.
ass. Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has a pan lock. God, I'm such a photo nerd.
Yeah, it's okay.
That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all, it was fairly fucking cool to watch him at work framing us.
Yes, watch him at work. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a Mr. Potato Head mug.